Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to discuss how to prevent knee pain in youth baseball players. Hey guys, Dr. Scott here with Healthy You. So one of the most common issues that we see with a lot of youth baseball players is what is called a valgus knee or a knee collapse, sometimes where you see the knees go inwards when your young baseball player is standing in their catching stance. And this is a really common issue that generates knee pain in a lot of young athletes. So in this episode, we're going to talk about what that looks like, but also more importantly, the best ways that you can fix this.
We are on a mission to bring the world's best health information to you. One of the most common reasons for knee pain is what is called a valgus collapse. So when the knee comes inward, it's causing shear forces to go to the inside of the knee. The position that we're in right here is a proper athletic position where we're in what's called a hip hinge, where the weight is put backwards into the heels and the weight is properly distributed between the front and back side of the body. So if you look at the stance here, the knees are pushed outwards and we have this ability to go and move side to side in what's called lateral movement by pressing the weight down through the heels, but sparing the knees. Many times what ends up happening is that youth athletes will put all of their weight into the knees and they'll shear the knees every time they pivot. This basic corrective exercise is called a clamshell. Heels are locked on heel and the knee is externally rotated so as to squeeze the glute medius muscle, which is at the top of the pelvis. By doing this exercise, it will strengthen this muscle to help to keep the knees pulled laterally when performing any type of an athletic maneuver. An advancement on the basic clamshell is using a banded or mini banded clamshell. Same posture, same position, heels locked in, and using the mini band just above the top of the knee. By doing this will allow your child to increase the strength of the glute medius muscle, which will also translate into being better able to maintain an athletic posture and increase explosiveness in lateral movements. Another variation is an exercise called an inchworm, where you take lateral steps by pushing through the knee that's the plant knee and keeping the pelvis nice and level. And as you do this, what you're doing is you're firing the glute, digging the heel into the ground, and moving laterally. Each time you do this, keeping the knees in line, squeezing the glute muscle, and driving the heel into the ground. This is a great tool to start actually training the body under gravity to get used to keeping this type of an athletic posture. What it will allow you to do is be able to maintain a more neutral athletic position when you're standing or when you're going into a squat, which is essential for just about every type of an athletic movement.
So moms and dads, hey, I hope this video is valuable for you. What I would recommend though is make sure that you always have a strength and conditioning coach supervise your child when they're learning these two new types of movements. These movements can generally be applied safely at home, but it's always done best under the supervision of a trained CSCS strength and conditioning coach. I've worked with many CSCSs in my career and I have found that they are by a long shot the best skilled in evaluation and implementation of these corrective techniques. If this is valuable for you, do me a favor, let me know. If you have comments or questions, do me a favor, let me know. What else we can help with? What other issues are your children having? Are your children dealing with a lot of sports-related injury issues? If so, what are they? Drop them in the comments beneath and we'll do follow-up videos here to make sure we're addressing the solutions to help with those as well. All right, guys, have a great one. Make sure to subscribe and let us know if this content was valuable to you. See you on the next one.